Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Angie. Thank you so much for liking and subbing to my YouTube channel. So I want to let everybody know that on April 17th, I will be doing a giveaway for 2 lucky subscribers that will have a chance to win a free personal reading by me. So all you have to do from now until then is like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for a chance to be entered into my draw. I want to let you guys know as well that this is like a monthly recurring giveaway for the moment. So even if you don't win this month, bear in mind that next month is fastly approaching, and so we will be doing another giveaway next month. So yeah, I want to let you guys know as well that the date for the live Q&A, where you have a chance to ask me questions, find out a little bit about my services, what I have to offer. If you have any burning questions that you would like to know, I'm actually going to be doing a mini reading for you guys, as well as answering some of your questions in like a Q&A. So if you have any questions that you would like to ask on the live, or if you have any questions in general, you can send them to my email via angiesawakening1111@gmail.com, or you can just comment in the community tab section where I left the flyer and the info about the Q&A. So today's pick a card reading is actually going to be a subscriber requested reading. So shout out, I forget which subscriber requested that, but they'll comment below and let us know. So they wanted to know what their person's first impressions of them were versus like what it is now. So this is going to be an extended reading. So if you feel called to purchase extended, you can do that as well. Plus, I want to remind you guys as well, for this month, I am still doing the flash sale. So if you want to get a personal reading, if you want to get some of my services done, you guys can take advantage of the discounted rates at the moment. So let us tap in. Oh, shoot. So guys, I forgot to put down the cards. It's too funny. Oh my God. I'm here yammering on, and it's like, okay guys, like, what cards are we gonna pick from today? It's like, bro, come on. So let me just like go and put the stuff out. It's too funny. Okay, so let me just choose something quick here. Sorry guys, I am so sorry. That's too funny. I don't think I'm going to edit this. I feel like it needs to be like live in the moment type of vibe. So you guys can kind of see like what happens. Okay, I'm being drawn to this one. So I'm going to choose this alien one. Okay, guys. So do your thing, pick your pile, and I'll see you wonderful people in your reading. Hey, my wonderful pal number 1. So this is going to be your reading. So if you chose this lovely turtle here, this is going to be your reading. So I want to let you guys know a little bit of some updates, pal number 1, before I tap into your reading. On April 17th, I'm going to be doing the announcement of who the 2 lucky subscribers are that was able to get a free reading by me. I also wanted to let you guys know as well that the dates for the live have changed. So it's now going to be April 22nd at 8 p.m. Eastern 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm actually going to be doing a Q&A. So if you have any burning questions or things you want to know, you can also leave that in the community tab section, or you guys, which some of you guys have already done already, email me your questions at angiesawakening1111@gmail.com. So I also want to take a moment as well to thank all of you guys so much for your love and support. I've actually received like, it's crazy, like the amount of like orders, sales, stuff like that for like readings and services and whatnot. Like, I'm really like grateful to all of you guys. Like, I want to tell you guys how thankful I am to you for all of your love and support. So let us now tap into the reading, guys. So before we do, I also want to let you know that this was a subscriber requested, but I forget exactly who the subscriber was that requested this reading. So whoever you are, shout out to you. Thank you so much, girl, for your advice and recommendation for this reading. So let us tap in. So I'm actually going to be doing dice. So this is going to tell us initially what your person's impressions were about you, pile number one. So let us tap in. So I'm just going to read them. So Spirit, please, can you tell me pile number one's person's first impression of pile number one? Okay. So I'm noticing the crown first. I'm going to read it like that. Okay. So pile number one, your person's first impression of you. So initially they thought that you were somebody who was very much stuck up in your ego. They thought as well that you may have been someone who would have been very deceptive as well. I think that they thought that you were somebody obsessed with the material world, somebody who was only thinking about money, finances, stuff like that. They also thought as well that there was something about you that was a bit different, because I consider this to be like some sort of bench or protection. So I feel like in some way your person thought that maybe you were, I'm hearing like a witch or some type of spiritual person, like you knew about like how to protect yourself, how to protect your energy, stuff like that. And so this person felt very defensive as a result of that, because they felt like they couldn't trust you initially. There's a strong message about trust, because I feel like this person had been betrayed a lot in the past, but specifically in regards to them and their money. It's like they had their defenses up because they wanted to know if you were essentially like everybody else. But what ended up happening was, as much as they tried to pretend and put up their defenses and act like they didn't care, act like you were kind of like the bad guy, you eventually were able to crack open this person's heart and was able to basically capture them in a way that they didn't think were possible, because this person very much was somebody who was damaged because of the fact that they had a lot of really bad relationships or situationships in the past. Actually, when you met this person, they could have been recently, like I'm hearing, going through some sort of divorce, breakup, separation from the person that they were with previous. There could have even been, for some of you, like a custody battle or some type of difficulties or upheavals is what this person was experiencing. Could even have been like a job loss situation is what I'm hearing as well. But this person was going through some sort of transformative period in their life when they initially met you. So this person initially kind of wanted to like keep it fun, where like maybe you guys would just indulge in a lot of your guilty pleasures together. This person was somebody who was, I'm noticing a lot of different seeds on the top of this like mushroom. So I feel like they were very much like in this player type of energy where they wanted to just go around, meet people, have sex, hook up like for like one night stands, and basically just like go about their business. And so for you, you were the one person that was initially able to capture this person in a way that they weren't getting from other people. So it was like a situation where they had you, but you were just supposed to be like a pastime. So maybe it was like they had someone else that they wanted to see that night, but then you like contacted them. You guys could have even met on like some sort of dating website, or it was somebody that you knew from before. For some of you, it might resonate with you guys knew each other from school or a mutual friend. But this person definitely was not looking for anything serious initially. They were just looking to have that good time, right? So this person could also be someone who takes a lot of psychedelic drugs is what I'm hearing, or just in general, they like to have that adrenaline. So meeting somebody is like an adrenaline rush to this person. And this is a part of their toxic programming that this person has. Like it's an ancestral issue with the male energies, or like they don't necessarily have to be male in body, but like they're representing male or masculine energy at the moment. So this person pretty much was so used to this toxic behavior or toxic pattern, but it's associated with the male energies in their bloodline. A lot of them actually have like feminine energy wounding, which is why they look at feminines as possessions rather than love interest, if that makes sense. Wow, my throat. So this person had definitely had a hard time expressing themselves and speaking their truth, because what they knew growing up was that doing that was not safe. So it was something that they learned basically not to express themselves, but to kind of hold their feelings inside. A lot of them also thought that you were going to be very bossy, as probably why I was picking up on that feminine energy, just like the mother or the father energy that they had in their life. It seems like a lot of the people that they had in their life, whether it be romantic or platonic relationships, a lot of them really were very bossy, very demanding, very controlling, and I'm also hearing very codependent as well. So this person's guard definitely was up because they were wondering if you were the same type of energy that they had experienced so much times before. So this person probably could have even taken you out, I'm seeing as well, to like eat as like a first time. But this person was really just looking to explore options, right? So they would like maybe go on these little dates with people, stuff like that, just to kind of like get to know them. And they thought it would be the same with you. But what I'm seeing from this situation is that the more time that you guys connected, the more time that you guys spent, was the more ways in which you guys built strongly on your connection. And somehow you guys were able to basically transform and develop something. So I'm noticing as well the bottom here, there's a lot of, it reminds me of a portal, like a portal entry. So it's kind of like as the time grew, this relationship had basically been able to transform into something more than what it initially had started out to be. So this person's first impression as well was thinking about how they could basically grow or advance their standing basically by being with you. Because I feel like you guys are from two different types of upbringings and two different types of worlds and two different types of statuses. So essentially I feel like there are a lot of similarities with you guys, but then there's parts of you that are also very different and unique as well. So this person was thinking, okay, I'm going to try to use this person essentially to ascend. So you could have even given this person a lot of money, cooked for them, gave them a lot of your time, your effort, showed this person real love and admiration. And this is what this person wanted. They wanted to basically use you and also like gain from you and build on themselves, is what I'm feeling from this as their first impression. Until this person basically had some type of awakening or epiphany, it seems like, about you and the connection. So there was some type of download or something that you did that really reminded this person a lot about like a past life or some type of insight that basically they got, like some sort of enlightenment. But I feel like this is giving me the clue in terms of what I'm going to now pull for the cards. So that was initially this person's first impression. So not wanting to commit, thinking that you were a player, thinking that you were demanding, bossy. This person has a lot of inner child wounding, and so they just projected a lot of that on you, pile number one. So let us now read in terms of how this person currently feels about you. So I'm just going to rest this up here for now. Oh gosh, my setup is like falling. So let's like find out what they currently think about you right now, pile number one. What does their person currently think about, pile number one, Spirit? So we have the High Priestess in reverse, we have the Hierophant in reverse, we have the Five of Wands, and we also have Judgment. So what this person is currently thinking about you, pile number one, is that they recognize that their intuition was definitely off in regards to you, the connection, and their feelings, essentially. I think this person was getting a lot of downloads, a lot of insights about the connection, about you, about what you had to offer, essentially, pile number one. But the challenge was that this person was closed off because they didn't, I'm hearing, their heart was closed. And two, this person, it seems like you have some sort of spiritual gifts, pile number one. And this person was afraid because they were told that you could basically manipulate them. Like, I think you knew a lot of their secrets and a lot of things about them that this person didn't like or felt like you had the upper hand, essentially. So this person, basically, how they're feeling is that they don't want to commit to anybody right now. It's kind of like they're in this, I'm hearing, a void period. So, like, they're not really done. It seems like they're going through some sort of, okay, so let me clarify that because I'm not really understanding fully. Let's see this Hierophant card, Spirit. Can you clarify the Hierophant? Because I don't want to speak and then it's not accurate, as accurate as possible. So can you clarify this, Hierophant? We get it. So basically this person's issue was that they were not willing to let go of some type of toxic family pattern or trait that is in their bloodline. So this is where this person was staying in their comfort zone, essentially, to basically avoid change. Like, they felt like with you, you basically would make them change or have to be a different person. And so currently this person is feeling like they don't want to necessarily put in the work in order to change or get rid of this toxic pattern, which I talked about, right? It could even be a toxic pattern with male energies or feminine energies where they like to use men, take advantage of men. If it's a feminine that you're inquiring about, if you're a masculine watching this, and if this is a feminine watching about a masculine, this is more about their player type of ways, where they may entertain multiple options, multiple parties, where they don't want to commit. This is a commitment phobic type person where they just don't want to commit to one person because they refuse to be bound in their mind or chained to anybody. They want to be able to just, I'm hearing, sow their wild oats. So they want to just be able to go out, have fun, indulge, you know, have fun with people, but nothing too serious. But deep down in their heart space, I feel like this person does want commitment, but they don't know how to break this toxic pattern that's in their bloodline. So you could be dealing with someone who has drug addictions, is what I'm hearing as well too, sex addictions, gambling problems, you know, going into toxic relationships with people that basically abuse them and take advantage of them. It's the same type of cycle essentially that's running repeatedly for this individual, basically, but it's related to their bloodline. And so right now they're currently thinking about you know, a lot of the fights, conflicts. They're wondering too as well if they have any competition as well where you're concerned, because I think that you guys are not speaking to this person because there was some sort of betrayal or conflict that basically caused the relationship to subside. And if there wasn't any conflict, it was like a silent argument is what I like to call it, where people just mutually drift apart. So let's see this 5 of Wands, Spirit. Like, can you tell me about what was the issue or the challenge exactly that occurred with pile number 1 and their person? So we have here the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So definitely a breakup. So this is what I was talking about. You guys are no longer in communication or having that interaction. And I think a lot of it was basically the lack of consistency by this person. So this person was very reckless with your heart, and there was a lot of strings attached where this person was concerned. So I feel like it was kind of like this person wanting to stay in power and control and wanting to manipulate and dominate the situation and dominate you. But they're kind of looking at this as like a bad, a lost opportunity, because they feel like in a way that they need to come clean and basically rethink in which they had been conducting themselves, because there's been judgment casted on this connection. So what I'm hearing is that this person right now is going through a period of reflection, and that's probably why I was picking up on some sort of awakening is what this person is going through at the moment. So in case you were wondering, as an FYI. So they are receiving enlightenment and they are receiving downloads about the connection, but it's just that this person still has to cut out this toxicity here in order to be like a changed person, right? To a level that you guys will kind of sort of be more on a vibrational match. Because I think you, pile number 1, also cut out a lot of your toxic patterns, or you've been thinking about cutting it out. So let's hear from this person in regards to their messages. So they say, life is consistently changing, yet at its core it remains the same. Love does not change, it only grows stronger. Change is simply love unfolding its never-ending story. So this is what I was talking about, right? This person basically is going through a period of change because they have no choice. They're being tempered is what I'm hearing by Spirit. But this person is still remaining the same. But they want to know if over time, if the love for you will change or if it will continue to grow. But I think what this person is recognizing, that the love that you guys both share, the relationship, the connection, the admiration that you guys both feel for each other, it's everlasting. It's infinite. It's not ending. It's always unfolding. And the more time that they spend away from you is the more that this person is developing more love and more feelings and admiration towards you, pile number 1. So let's get one more message, and then we'll get the last piece of advice from the guides. And then from there, I will take this over to the extended to find out exactly what actions this person is going to take, and a whole bunch of other stuff, but I'll tell you at the end of the reading. So it says, I am forever grateful for your loving kindness and for you to enjoy, and for the joy you bring into my life. You are a gift from the eternal heart of love, a blessing from the most benevolent universe. So this person knows that you are a gift, and this is why I think they are receiving that enlightenment and judgment from their spirit team, from their spirit family, from their guides, from source, right? Because they've now recognized that this is a eternal connection, and you guys share some sort of soul bond, soul connection, an infinite type of love, something that they've never experienced before, essentially pile number one. So let us now get the last piece of advice from Spirit, and then we're going to take this reading over to the extended. So we have intuition. So as we talked about, this person is going through a wake-up call, but so are you, pile number one. So let us see card number 42. So it says, intuition, inner child, instinct, invention, trust, impulses. The door to your inner child is opening, and he or she walks through, bringing you the gift of intuition. You may not be entirely comfortable with this newfound source of insight and may not know exactly what to do with it. However, do not toss it aside or try to analyze it to death. Instead, accept this gift and play with it. Apply your intuition to non-threatening situations and learn how it works. Do not try to control it because you can't. It's exciting and powerful, and it is to be respectful and followed, not tamed. Trust your inner child's willingness to share this magic so you can benefit. The message for you is, trust me. So a lot of you guys as well are going through a period of enlightenment as well as transformation as your person. And Spirit is saying that you need to be in this energy of going with the flow and accepting your intuition, essentially for what it's been guided to tell you, right? Because your intuition is essentially your map. So it's the teacher that teaches you how to, be in situations, how to build on trust, how to develop your discernment, how to build on that inner, dealing with inner child wounding, how to navigate life essentially. So that is the compass. So without the intuition, or if you feel like you're not receiving the right information, this is where you end up going against your intuition, which then puts you into situations that might not be necessarily for your highest good. And for some of you out there, this is about looking at your boundaries as well. So in the extended, I'm actually going to be capturing this person's next actions using the Lemonade deck, as well as I'm going to be finding it using the runes to capture dates and times that this person or you might have significance, as well as we're going to be getting some advice as well from Spirit. But before I go, I actually want to tell you which zodiac signs this might actually resonate heavily for. I forgot to do that at the beginning. So let us see what zodiac signs are also prominent for this. So we have here, this is a Virgo. So you might actually be dealing with a Virgo, and that's sun, moon, or rising, or you yourself might be a Virgo as well. We have a number 9, which is all about completion and self, or September could be a month of significance for you, because remember, all readings are timeless. We also have, or you could, which is also Virgo season as well as Libra. And I'm noticing here that there was a judgment card. You could also be, I think it was 8 it was on. Yeah, I think it was 8. So you 8 something in August also could be significance, or this could be 8 days, 8 months, 8 weeks, or you could be dealing with a Leo as well. We also have here, so this is another Virgo. So strong Virgo is prominent in this reading. So you could be like dealing with a Virgo strongly, sun, moon, or rising. And I'm also being shown Leo is also prominent, as well as Cancer and Aries. So, or Taurus could be of significance for this reading. So I'm going to take this over to the extended now, pile number 1, where I'm going to find out this person's next actions towards you. We're also going to be looking at the runes for dates, times, as well as themes. And last but not least, we're going to finish with some advice from Spirit. So if you're able to join me in the extended, I truly appreciate that. I'm sending you guys lots of love and light. Take care. Hey, my wonderful pal number 2. So if you guys chose this one here, which is Radiate Positivity, this is going to be your reading. So before I tap in pal number 2, I just have a couple quick announcements to make. So the very first one I have is that I want to thank you guys so very much for all of your likes, comments, your subscribes, as well as you guys reaching out to me to book readings, services. You guys have really been keeping me busy, which I'm forever grateful to all of you guys to be here, to be able to share some of my gifts that I have to offer the world with you. So I also want to let you guys know as well that on April 17th, I will be doing the announcement for 2 lucky subscribers that will have a chance to read a free personal reading by me. So all you have to do from now until then is like, comment, and sub to the channel to be entered into my draw. And so this is a reoccurring monthly draw that I'm actually doing at the moment. So if you feel called and would like to do that, I'm also being, this is an FYI for you, pal number 2, I'm also going to be doing some whole bunch of other different stuff as well too as time goes on. But yeah, we're going to be also doing a live Q&A on April 22nd at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you guys have any questions or would like to get a mini free personal reading by me, you're welcome to join the live. So I'm going to leave the information in the description bar below of the video. And if you would like to join me, that would be great. So let us tap in file number 2. This was a subscriber requested reading, and I thank you so very much, subscriber, for your request to this reading. If you don't remember who you are, just comment below, and I'll be able to shout you out and say, you know, thank you so much for your suggestion. I think that's a really nice one that you gave me. Thank you so much. So let's tap in pile number 2. So let's figure out, this is going to capture with the dice this person's first impressions about you. And then we're also going to be pulling their current energies towards you. And then we're going to also have an extended for this reading. So let's tap in pile number 2's person's first impressions of pile number 2. All right. So we have here the crow. We have the cup. We have, it looks like, I always think of a portal when I look at that. We have here 2 characters. We also have a snake. We have a house or a tent. We have money, so I'm going to read that actually in the reversal. We have pill, and we have like a submarine. Okay, so let me get my pen. Pile number 2, your person's first impressions of you. Well, their first impressions of you, pile number 2, is actually quite interesting. I can tell you right now from this. So they were kind of going through, it seems like before they met you, I'm hearing a streak of bad luck. Or you could have felt like there was a streak of bad luck that was essentially happening to you, pile number 2. So what this is basically telling me is that it's like maybe for a while they had seen a lot of different signs and synchronicities, or they just kind of like had this feeling that something was inevitable that was going to come to some sort of end. Because crows for me remind me a lot about endings as well as new beginnings. So it's like they were kind of in this energy of like a bad rut where nothing was really manifesting for this person, and we're going through a lot of tower moments is what I'm being told. But when they met you, it was kind of like a love at first sight, where you basically allowed or had this person start into some sort of new cycle, essentially. Because this is giving me the Ace of Cups vibes. So you were able to basically spark some sort of new feelings, some spirituality type of connection, where their intuition was illuminated. They looked at you, they just thought of, oh my God, wow, this is a big surprise. And I'm just really happy to have met pile number 2, essentially. So this person basically was kind of like in this period where they needed to come out of this sort of like black hole, is what I'm being told, where they were just around a lot of toxic people, toxic jobs, toxic friends, toxic third parties, toxic situations in general. And so while they were in this rut, a lot of it was due to them feeling inadequate. So they looked at you as this shining star, this bright cup, this wonderful, beautiful, dynamic, handsome, I'm hearing mysterious, kind, loving, very type of, I'm hearing aloof, very much somebody who was business oriented, goal oriented. You could have been someone who was like an overachiever. And when they compared themselves to you, they felt like they were this little tiny guy here and you were this big person up here. So it kind of like triggered a lot of their insecurities because they wanted to be with you, but ideally it feels more like they just didn't think that they had what it took to essentially measure up. So they were trying to guard themselves because they were afraid that maybe you were just using them or you would hurt them, essentially is what I feel. So what this led to was a lot of deception and a lot of disloyalty in your connection. So this was where this person was going and looking at you. You were kind of like that forbidden fruit. It's giving me very much like Adam and Eve's vibes, where this person looked at you and saw like maybe this was some sort of destined, fated type of interaction they had with you. But then there was a lot of toxicity, a lot of things that they were still tied and bound to, that this person just couldn't resist or release. So it was like a lot of temptations. I feel like you essentially were a big temptation for this person because they felt a very strong pull to you in their sacral chakra. So that's where you sparked like this creativity, this passion, this pleasure, this excitement, this joy, right? It's something about your energy that really like tapped into this person, but mainly in the sacral chakra initially, right? So this person was still kind of involved with a lot of toxic things. As their first impression, or they thought as well that you might have been toxic. So it was kind of like their guard was up. This person was afraid because they had already been in some situations where they were controlled already, manipulated. This person wasn't sure in terms of the direction in which they should go. And they were not standing in their power either, is what I'm being told by Spirit. This person was giving their power away, right? They weren't standing in their power, right? This crown is in reverse at the bottom. So this speaks to me a lot about the fact that this person was giving their power away. Could have been to a job, to other third parties, to a work situation, to a codependent parent is what I'm hearing too. Specifically a mother energy or some sort of feminine energy. Because they had a very toxic view about women and a very toxic view about feminines in general. So they weren't sure if you were that same toxic energy that they encountered because it felt different, it felt new. But at the same time, they weren't really sure because it was like something new, but then the newness about you, the freedom that you had, was something that also very much frightened this person at the same time. So the same thing that was really like drawing them towards you, so like your funness, your creativity, your go-getter spirit, your ambition, your way in which that you were able to articulate yourself, was the same thing that this person felt scared by, because for them, they felt like their life was just going in no direction. And they weren't sure about the unpredictability of this connection because they felt like you were better than them. So if they felt you were better than them, this triggered them because they felt like at some point she or he, or masculine, feminine energy, take it as it resonates, is going to just leave me. So they weren't sure if over time you were just kind of like using them and then you would find somebody better and then walk away from them. So this person had a lot of blockages in the way in which they saw themselves. So their confidence was like on the floor because they looked like they had been chewed out and spit out by other feminine energies or energies in general. Just life. Life really had its hold on this person, right? Because as we talked about in the beginning, there was a period of a lot of bad luck where this person was concerned. So this person was somebody who I'm hearing is a creature of habits. So they kind of like went into their man cave, woman cave, whatever you want to call it. And this is where this person kind of like wanted to basically retreat from you and the connection. Like a part of them felt safe with you because I feel like you provided some sort of safety and security for this person. But at the same time, they weren't willing to acknowledge the way in which they felt about you. Because I'm noticing this angry face at the bottom. So it's kind of like they felt safe and protected, but then at the same time, they felt mad that they felt this way towards you. Because in their mind, it was kind of like they weren't trying to be attached to anybody else. Like you were not supposed to be this person's go-to. So this is where this person, again, the same thing that kept drawing them to you, like they would come. So this is where I feel like there was a lot of push-pull in your connection initially in the beginning. Because this person would come visit you, then they would stop, then they wouldn't talk to you for a few days, then you would hear from them like a week later. Then it's like this person was kind of like, let me come in. It's like, you know, that kid that like, let me touch the stove. Oh, shoot, it's hot. Like, that's the vibe that it's giving me. It's kind of like, a situation where this person basically felt like, if I get too close to her, she's just going to burn me. Or if I get too close to him, he's just going to burn me. So there was a lot of push-pull energy going on where they wanted you. It's like, get here, get away. Get with me, get away from me. Get with me, get away from me. Get with me, get away from me. So it's like that type of... And a lot of this was due to their childhood wounds, right? They had a lot of childhood baggage that they were not willing to look at or address. This person was very much broken, right? They were very much, not looking at things above the surface. They were looking at a lot of things just at surface level. They didn't want to go deeper into this connection towards you, towards what you had to offer and what you were willing to bring to this person. This person thought like to be with you would be a huge obstacle that they just were not willing to address as well. Because when they looked at you and they looked at this connection, they saw it as their wish fulfillment, but at the same time, they knew that they had to do a lot of work in order to get you and get the connection. So this person was kind of like, that's too hard. It's too obtainable. I'm not going to do it. So it's kind of like they were kind of like leading you on and then pushing you away because they weren't sure if they could do the work to basically be with you, to let go of a lot of their patterns that they had been carrying on for so long. They weren't sure if they would have the strength to basically let this go, essentially. So this is where this person was also experiencing a lot of financial hardships. So they looked at you, they saw that you had everything, and they had nothing to offer you, is what this person felt. So they felt like if they got with you, you would basically leave them because you would find out that this person, I'm hearing, is broke as a joke or didn't have as much money, essentially, that you had thought that they had. So because they're the type of energy where they don't feel that they're a man or woman unless they have something to offer you. So if they don't have money, if they don't give you gifts, if they can't take you out, if they can't do certain things, they don't feel that they are what it takes. So this person essentially was kind of like, well, they have everything already anyways, and like, where am I going to fit in essentially into their life? They don't need me. Like, you are somebody who is very much highly successful already. So it's like the glitz and the glams and like them giving you stuff doesn't really do anything for you. It's like, okay, like you gave me this gift, like I'm grateful, thank you so much. But it's like you're not with them for their money. You're with them because you generally want to be with them, but this person's insecurity and their ego essentially gets the best of them every time. So this person could have been numbing out and like partaking in a lot of addictive patterns. So could have been taking drugs, drinking, just again indulging in a lot of toxic relationships. Could even have, I'm hearing, binge eating disorder as well too, or just somebody who was just indulging in toxicity, gambling problems as well. And so this led to them basically looking at the world and seeing things still through these rose-colored glasses, where they weren't able to look beyond the veil, right? Look beyond, what lies ahead for them in life and what lies ahead for you and them in this connection. So this person, I'm hearing, and this is kind of like the same thing happened in pile number 1. So this person is now setting out on some sort of quest, some sort of mission. They're kind of like more in the fool's energy right now, where they're trying to go inwards and within, basically, to figure out what is going to be in store for them for their life now. So they're now trying to, I'm hearing, find their life purpose, step into their power, build on their strength, definitely try to work on becoming the best version of self, essentially now. Because they're recognizing that they are incredibly toxic. And so this is why maybe this person is in very little to no communication with you at this time, because this person has to go inwards in order to work on their healing. But let us see more about how they're currently feeling towards you, pile number 2. So how is pile number 2's person currently feeling towards pile number 2? So we have here the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. How is pile number 2's person currently feeling towards pile number 2? Two of Swords. And we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. And the back of the deck energy is the Nine of Cups upright. So right now, guys, this person is still dealing with some sort of dysfunctional or some sort of distorted feminine. So they literally could still be in some sort of karmic cycle with some sort of karmic partner, or it could even be in regards to a karmic mother or karmic job. right? Because this is speaking to me a lot about still there's some toxic trait or pattern that this person still has to essentially work on transmuting. So let's see exactly, Spirit, if you could tell me what this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, like, who is this? It's like, who this? So we have the Page of Wands. So basically, guys, this person is still very much in this energy of freedom. So they are still basically trapped with somebody else, but they want to break free from this situation. So right now I'm hearing they're still in some sort of karmic jail or karmic pattern or karmic cycle loop that's still running concurrently for this person. But deep down in their heart space, they do want to be free, which is why we saw the submarine, right? They want to explore. They want to, you know, still have, I'm hearing some of them still want to indulge in other connections at this time. But there's something still that this person is still trapped and bound to that they're still not ready to release. They want the freedom, but I don't believe that this person knows yet how to get out of the situation that they're in. So we have here the Two of Swords. So this person is essentially at a crossroads. They're trying to make some sort of choice or decision, basically to grow on their expansion. So it's kind of like this person is essentially looking ahead and trying to think subconsciously, even though it might seem like they're trapped right now. This person is thinking about how they can kind of make some sort of choice, but they're using some sort of discernment at their back. So for some of them, it's like they're not quite listening to their intuition fully, or they're still not really seeing things clearly. They still look at the world through, I'm hearing, a child's eyes. So they're not quite mature to recognize what needs to be done in order to cut this out. So let us see, again, clarify the Two of Swords, Spirit. Yeah, so this person is dealing with a lot of burdens, essentially, and responsibilities. And it's kind of like them feeling like they have no choice. So it's kind of like them here with this Ten of Wands on their back. So they have a lot of duties and responsibilities that they're still bound to, and that's why they feel very much stuck, unsure if they can essentially take charge or take action towards their current situation. So this person, for a lot of you guys, is still kind of like, could even be a provider for a lot of people, or a lot of people literally look up to them for money and for support. And so because of that, that's why they don't really want to make certain moves right now, because they know that if they make a move, that there's going to be some sort of tower that's going to fall where they're currently leaving from. So because of that, this person is still toting around a lot of this baggage. And this is where I think it's also related to their childhood, where maybe they were grown up with families that were told that masculine energy is supposed to stick with family no matter what, even if that means sacrificing yourself. Or they were kind of programmed to believe as well that in order to be successful or to be acknowledged by family, you need to be in these type of toxic situations with these type of familiar toxic karmic partners. And so because of that, this is where this person is still toting around this baggage. But I feel like a lot of it is due to their programming that this person is not willing to look at and basically discern and heal from. So let us see with this Knight of Wands in reverse. So this person right now is still not in the energy of taking, movements towards you. It's kind of like this person is still in this type of no direction type of energy, where they're not really sure in terms of how to deal with overcoming that. But this person has gotten some sort of clarity recently, though, with the Hermit in reverse. But in terms of what? Let's see. So why is this Knight of Wands in reverse, Spirit? Let's clarify it. Okay, so we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. So this person literally could have two karmics, or there could be some sort of situation still. So very much still in distorted masculine and feminine energy, because cups are feminine and wands are masculine. So there's some issue here that this person still has that's running concurrently, where they need to balance out their masculine and feminine traits within self. So there is an issue here where this person basically feels a sense of dependence. People rely on them. People look up to them. But it's basically like them basically listening to a lot of their insecurities and still believing like, I have to be the man, I have to take charge, I have to be the one to still be dealing with people. So this person has an issue with self-acceptance, and it's kind of like they still can't really see a way through this new perspective. But they do want to be free, but they just don't know how to really get there. So it's like them basically still stuck in this self-victimization mode, where it's like, oh, woe is me, I can't believe my life is so hard, you know, like I just have to work really hard. And this is the type of mentality that this person is in at this time. So they do have a lot of love that they do want to share, but a lot of it they're still holding close to their chest, and that's because they're refusing to transform and change. Pile number 2. So let us get the last piece of advice from the guides, and then I'm going to take this to the extended, where I'm going to be figuring out, using the Lebanon, what is their next actions towards you, as well as you're going to find out some dates, times, overall themes for your relationship at this time, and then finish with the last piece of advice from the guides. Let us get the advice from the guides, and then I'm going to take this over to the extended pile number 2. So pile number 2, advice from the guides. You guys got 2. So you have Deparation and Purpose. So I'm going to read both of them for you, pile number 2. So card number 34. So it says, withholding, paranoia, stinginess, frugality. Whether because of a sudden change or circumstance or a long-heeled pattern of lack, you may find yourself feeling overly concerned about your finances and security right now. You might be worrying that there is not enough to meet your needs, so you're trying to conserve every penny. Your fears might even cause you to unconsciously seek others for reassurance you or guarantees your needs in some ways. The trouble with allowing these fears to take over is that your insecurities will be felt by others, and they will step back, fearful of being used for your security, creating a cycle of even more deprivation. The circle of fear and lack drives up the well of prosperity even further. Happily, your prosperity guides are here to help you reverse this vibration. They inform you that by hoarding or withholding in any way goes against the divine flow of the universe, and it is the opposite of what is called for the creative prosperity. The universal laws of prosperity state that we receive what we give. The universe does not lack. Lack does not exist in our minds. The true source of poverty is an indication that we were disconnected from the divine source, which causes low self-esteem. This is true source of lack in any area of our life, whether it's money, comfort, security, or even love. To get back into the flow of things, your prosperity guides urge you to reconnect to the source by being generous in all ways. Any stingy tendencies, even with yourself, only keep you cut off from the divine supply. Reclaim your self-esteem and recognize that you're in a trust fund baby of the universe. Your needs will be met easily if you open your heart to receive the universe's gifts. Connect to the flow by sharing what you can. A smile, a compliment, your assistance, your time. Your prosperity guide's message: tap to the abundance and the universe by sharing your heart. So a lot of you guys right now are kind of in the cycle of being trapped, stuck, bound, where you're not able to get out of the box. So this is where Spirit is urgently asking you guys to step out of this poverty consciousness, lack mentality, that you won't have enough or you can't make it on your own. And a lot of you guys are being called now to step into your divine purpose, right? Figure out what you're really here to do. What are you here to create? What is your purpose, right? Because to live a life without having a purpose is really not a fulfilling life. This is where a lot of you guys might be even in some sort of depression or anxiety or the fear of the unknown. A lot of sleepless nights for you guys. Spirit is saying to release that to the universe and step into your life purpose. So let us read what purpose says, but we already know. So it says, you're beginning to stride into your purpose. So I feel like once you release this, this is where you're going to be able to then step into your purpose. So it's a continuation of this into this, a progression essentially. You're down right now, but Spirit is urging you to be up. So you're beginning to stride into your purpose. Work is no longer a struggle, and your master teacher is guiding you along the way. The more you are aligned and become into your life's proper path, the more your days will flow with ease. You'll be on track of all barriers as you go with the flow and throw your heart and soul into your efforts. Your dedication will pay off in the long run, but even if it isn't important, your efforts are their own reward. Doing what you love so well and so faithfully fulfills you. Your challenge is to resist the temptation to push yourself to exhaustion. Remain measured and steady, and do not overlook the importance of taking a day off to at least rest once a week. Your master teacher is pleased with your progress, but reminds you that even though you may love your work and feel that you could work forever, your body and mind don't get fatigued. Develop the wisdom to know when to step away and refresh your soul. Your master teacher's message: pace yourself. So Spirit is saying that once you get out of this rut and you start doing the work, so for some of you guys, I feel like I'm channeling for two groups of people. So this could even be capturing past energy in terms of what you went through previously. This is like a progression, as I said. So you're going to go between this ebb and flow where you're going to be down and then you're up. So Spirit is saying that even though you're going to be stepping into your life purpose and really manifesting your creativity, don't forget your self-care. So if you need to take at least one day off where you do absolutely nothing, like me, I usually take Sundays to do fuck all, pardon my French, but that is basically to essentially allow me to recharge. Because if I'm just constantly going, I'm not going to be able to provide you guys with this bomb content, right? No, because my channeling is not going to be up, right? So this is where, again, you guys have to recognize that you taking time for yourself, working on your purpose and working on yourself, it's about going with the ebbs and flow and recognizing that you won't be in this poverty consciousness because you're a trust fund baby of the universe. You have everything you need. No matter what, you will always be divinely protected and guided. And the universe will just naturally give you abundance. So you don't have to worry and stress about money and finance. If you do the work, the universe will take care of the rest. So this is what I have for you, pile number 2. If this resonates, I'm now going to take this now over to the extended. We're going to be finding out this person's next actions towards you, as well as we're going to be finding out some dates, times, and themes of your overall relationship, as well as getting some last piece of advice from the guides. So I thank you guys very much for your love and support. Take care. Hey, my wonderful pile number 3s. Thank you so much for joining me today in your reading. So a few announcements before I actually tap in, guys. So the very first announcement I have for you guys is that on April 17th, I will still be doing my giveaway for 2 lucky subscribers that will have a chance to win a free reading by me. So all you have to do from now until then is like, comment, and sub to the channel for a chance to be entered into my draw. So I want to let you guys know as well that on April 22nd at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be going live to answer a lot of your questions and also provide a free mini read for some of you in the collective. So if you feel called and would like to join me on that day for the Q&A as well as a live mini read, feel free to join us, right? I love to hear from you guys, which is amazing. So I also want to let you guys know as well that I'm still doing the flash sale for the month of April. So if you feel called and would like to book any of my readings or services, check out my website at angiesawakening.com. So let us now find in, and I forgot to mention, this was a subscriber requested reading. So shout out to you, girl, for thanks so much for requesting this reading. I truly appreciate you for the feedback and advice for the reading. So comment below, shout out to the subscriber. I can't remember what their name was, but I thank you so much for your advice and recommendations for this reading. So let us tap in. So our other 2 piles were a bit longer today, longer than my usual. So let's see if this is going to be another detail-oriented reading today. So let's see what pile number 3's person's first impressions of pile number 3 spirit. What were pile number 3's person's first impressions of pile number 3? Okay, so this is sideways. I'm just going to read it upright. I'm going to see the elephant, the cactus. This was in the reverse. They're telling me read it in the reverse. Crab. We have cave. Some sort of telescope. We have whip. I always look at this as a portal. And then we have rain cloud in reverse. So, okay, guys, let us read. So, what was pile number three's person's first impression of pile number three? So, first of all, pile number three, when this person met you, it was kind of like they had been going through some sort of obstacles, as well as you felt like you had been going through a lot of obstacles and turmoil. But I'm hearing for a lot of you, this was triggering a lot of growth within you. So it was like both of you guys had essentially been calling each other in, is what I feel. Where maybe you or this person kind of like had been spending a lot of time in nature, daydreaming about what it would be like to finally find true love and happiness within each other. And so what ended up happening was that through this experience, you both started to call each other basically to you guys. So this person essentially, I feel like also as another note, had gone through a period of tremendous hardship. So wherever they were at, there was a lot of difficulties, a lot of uphill battles, a lot of fights, a lot of conflicts initially that this person was experiencing before you had initially met them. But this person is somebody who is very much wise. I don't think that this person realizes how, or initially, both of you guys didn't recognize that this connection was something that was old but wise. Like you guys were meant to trigger each other in some particular way to work on yourself. So their impression of you was that you were somebody who seemed more like a sage. So I'm getting a vibe about like a sage, a witch, warlock, if that resonates. So they looked at you as very wise, and they felt like you might have been doing some sort of spell work to keep them coming back to you. So it's kind of like maybe they thought as well that you had been also manipulating them, using your intelligence for controlling the situation, controlling them. They weren't really sure in terms of what to partake or what to believe in this type of energy that they had been feeling towards you initially, pile number three. And so a lot of them kind of were resisting basically taking on this connection because they felt that this would be a burden. So they felt like you would be a burden, you wouldn't really appreciate them, or you would have burned them basically because they had been already pricked in the past with this cactus here. So they've been hurt already. So they didn't want to be hurt again, because I feel like they thought that you would basically use this intelligence that you had to essentially hurt them or harm them in some particular way. But this person, and I'm noticing the crab, so shout out to the Cancer who's watching this, right? So I feel like this person was somebody, again, who was very big on not wanting to get hurt. So they could have even had, like I'm hearing, like a Cancer mother or some type of distorted feminine energy, because Cancer is all about feelings, emotions, sensitivity, illusions. I know this because I'm a Cancer, so I know. So this is where this person kind of in the past could have been dealing with blockages in regards to their family lineage, other feminine energies that might have been all about manipulation, control, illusions. It's giving me like moon vibes, where there was a lot of fear and misrepresentation that they had received when they were younger, that they were supposed to be like in more of a position and power over you. So their first impressions were more centered around the fact that they didn't think that they had what it took to basically match up to you. And so this was tied into something in regards to their childhood or the other energies that they've experienced in the past. So this is where this person basically retreated away from you and was trying to like tell themselves that it just wasn't going to work. It can't work. We're not a match. Like, we're from two different worlds. Look, like, pile number three is not my person. I don't care. I don't really want to like be with them. And so it could have been even a situation too where you've probably noticed that you used to see this person a lot at night, and that was because they would be like in bed thinking a lot about you, thinking about the connection, or out with friends still daydreaming, mesmerizing, thinking about you and the connection, and then they would reach out to you and call you and want to see you. And for a lot of them, they just wanted to really keep what is this? They felt like there was some type of like, it looks like a dinosaur to me. So they felt like you guys had some sort of ancient bond or connection or some type of enlightenment. Like, this person felt very much illuminated by you and the truth. So there was some sort of recognition, I feel, that had been going on as a first impression between you and this person. So you may have started to research past lives, soul connections, soul ties, and this person probably was starting to do some of that research too, because they couldn't understand why they were so connected and drawn to you. Initially, they thought that maybe you had put them under some sort of spell, but essentially, as time went on, they started to notice that you guys had a lot of similarities in terms of your past. So, like your childhood, the things that you guys grew up to, you know, a lot of your family lineage types of, like how feminine energies are in their bloodline is similar to you as well in some way, and vice versa for masculine energies, right? Take it as it resonates. So there was some sort of recognition going on that there was more here that meets the eye, but I feel like this was more of you, pile number 3, that started to kind of research a little bit more about past lives, relationships, you know, why you were so solely drawn to this person. But this person initially wanted to keep tabs on you. So there was some sort of manipulation and control, I feel like, as well, running concurrently with this person, pile number 3, where they wanted to basically observe you, but from afar. So it was too painful for them to try to get too close because they were scared that if they did, that there would be some sort of betrayal. Because this person had experienced a lot of betrayal, but I feel like you as well, pile number 3, also went through the same thing. But this person, again, was just like thinking that their first impressions that you're going to just keep on hurting them, and so it's better to just keep a distance, observe you, and then, you know, not get too close. And for a lot of them, I feel like they also could have even wished on a star to find somebody like you that was just so perfect and so much of a match. But then when you came, it was kind of like, oh no, like this is too hard, like it's too sensitive. I'm just going to observe pile number 3 from a distance is the vibe that I'm getting. This person also was more interested in controlling the pace of the connection as their first impression, as well as they thought that you would try to control them. Because I'm hearing for this person, they very much value their freedom, and there was something about you that may have come across a little bit clingy and as well as codependent, which this person was not willing to bend. So you might have been trying to also give this person some advice or try to be a little bit closer to them, and this person was like, no, get away from me, like I just can't. But something about what you did kind of reminded them about something that they went through that basically caused this person basically to like pull away. So it could even be in regards to like your energy and how wise you were. It's like you probably knew a lot more than what this person knew, and so they thought that you were going to use this knowledge to essentially control them and manipulate them as well. So when they thought about you, they also felt that you had this manipulative energy to you where you would use your mind. I'm hearing master manipulator. So for a lot of them, they thought that you were basically going to just control them, but a lot of this was being mirrored through them. So they had also issues with control. So they thought you were going to control them, but they themselves were a control freak. So this person essentially was refusing to transform because they were afraid of the unknown. They were afraid of being hurt. They were afraid of what might happen if I change. So this person, for a lot of you, were staying in their comfort zone, as in first impression, where maybe you prompted them as well to try to take things to another level. But this person was not willing to get rid of their toxicity. They weren't willing to let go a lot of their behaviors and their controlling ways, as well as for some of you as well, a lot of third parties or addictions or indulgence that this person had been partaking in. So because of that, this is where this led to a lot of chaos, confusion, and upheaval in your connection as well as in their life. So for a lot of them, they adopted the philosophy of just staying in something because it was the lesser of two evils. So it was like a lot of period of indecisiveness, hot and cold, here and there, unpredictability, unreliability in this person. I feel like they would still call you and be around with you, but ideally this person was just not giving you the full connection that you needed. Like you wanted someone to be there with you, but this person wasn't willing to let go of the past in order to work on themselves and ground this connection. So what happened was there was some sort of breakup, I'm feeling, or ending between you and this person, and now this person is in some sort of rainy cycle where things are just boring. There's no pleasure, there's no happiness, it's pure sadness. But I'm hearing recently that now this person, the truth has been illuminated. They know that you are the one, and this person is now recognizing that in order for them to manifest this new beginning, they need to come forward and share with you their feelings. So this person is now on some sort of quest or mission with this, I consider it, in this reading, I'm reading it as a submarine or a rocket ship. So now this person is working on going inwards and building on self-discovery of self. And so you've now inspired some sort of creativity, some sort of passion within this person to end a lot of your toxic patterns as well as toxic traits or periods of indecision in regards to taking charge and taking action of their life. You now have this person basically have to look at their priorities and the way in which they had been handling themselves and a lot of the programming and viewpoints in which this person had been receiving throughout their entire life. So let us get some signs and also numbers that might resonate for pile number 3, please. So we know Cancer here, so some water signs are here. I'm also hearing earth signs as well too would resonate. So that would be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio for Sun, Moon, and Rising as well. I'm also hearing Aquarius and Sagittarius too might resonate too, but let's see with the dice. So we have Gemini, might also be prominent with you. I also see an Aries, so you could be dealing with an Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising as well as what we mentioned, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Something significant might happen with you and this person. I'm feeling like in 4 days or within this month, which is April. But remember, all the readings are timeless. So if this is not April and you've come across this could resonate for somebody in the next 4 weeks, 4 days, or even 4 months. Something might happen with you guys. We also have here Leo. So Leo is also could be in this person's Sun, Moon, or Rising as well. And I'm also noticing here Virgo too could also resonate. I also have the number 8 here. So 8 is also Leo as well as Virgo. At the very end of August is also Virgo season. Or something significant might happen for you and this person in the month of August. Or in 8 days, 8 weeks. I don't feel months. It's 8 days or 8 weeks. Something significant will happen in between you guys. So let us now put this aside. And now we're going to get the current energies of this person. So how are they currently feeling towards pile number 3? How is their person currently feeling towards them? Pile number 3. So we have 2 of Swords. How is pile number 3 feeling towards? How is pile number 3's person feeling towards pile number 3 spirits? We have the 4 of Swords. So a lot of mental energy I'm feeling for this pile. That's probably why we pulled Gemini as well for this reading. We have 4 of Cups in reverse, and we have the 10 of Wands in reverse. Okay, so how they're currently feeling towards you. Let's see this 2 of Swords. Let me clarify the 2 of Swords. I want to see why they're kind of at this. Yeah, let me clarify the 2 of Swords. We have Page of Pentacles. Okay, I get it now. All right, so pile number 3, your person right now is feeling that they're still at some sort of crossroads. So they have to make a lot of difficult decisions, but they're not really sure how they can go about making some sort of changes that are required. But this person definitely does want to try to have some sort of fresh start or new beginning towards you and the connection. So for a lot of them, they're thinking about maybe even starting some sort of venture with you or asking you if you would be interested in partaking in some sort of venture or business idea at this time. But they don't really know if the little pentacle that they have to offer you, if that's going to be enough for you. So this person is kind of like going back and forth in their head, not really sure if they should reach out to you or try to contact you essentially, you know, towards starting some sort of new beginning or a little new chapter, like a token of friendship I'm feeling with this. So with the 4 of Swords, this connection is confirming, as I said, you guys are definitely a little to no communication, or there's some sort of stalemate that's happening between you guys at this time. So the connection right now, I feel like, is in a rest and restoration period where you guys are basically supposed to be taking this time to go inwards and work on yourself. So essentially, a part of this is that you guys need to make your priorities, is what I'm hearing by Spirit, a habit. So you guys need to be doing a lot of shadow work as well as working inwards in regards to dealing with a lot of the blockages which cause the ending in this connection. So this person is also taking time to heal too. And as you're healing, this is also, I'm hearing, leaving the breadcrumbs for this person to heal as well. So with this 4 of Cups in reverse, I feel like this person is now deciding to choose their happiness. They're now deciding to basically accept this connection, as well as they've now developed some sort of awareness towards this connection. I'm hearing for a lot of them, they are in full recognition of this connection at this time. So they're trying to find a way to basically move on, find peace, build on their independence, and basically work on dealing with a lot of that broken family patterns that they've experienced. They don't want to keep recreating the same thing over and over again. So now this person is recognizing that, you know, in the past, I may have been selfish. I may have been manipulative. I may have been very deceptive. I may have been all talk and no action. I might have had my heart blocked. And a lot of them are doing a lot of work. Let's see with this Four of Cups, what work are they doing? Pile number 3's person. Pile number 3's person, what work exactly are they doing? Number 3's person, what work are they doing? Ah, perfect. They are standing in their power. They're working on becoming the emperor. So they want to be your equal. They want to be your counterpart. So this person is now starting to cut out a lot of the toxic people, friendships, addictive behaviors, patterns of sabotage, patterns of a lot of deceit, patterns of a lot of betrayals, denials, them giving their power away to people, places, and things. They're now deciding to cut that out, because they're choosing themselves now. They recognize that all this time they had the wand, they had the key basically to manifest this new beginning. So they are now starting to recognize that they need to be using better discernment and creating better boundaries with the people in their life. Because what does the Emperor do? The Emperor is somebody who is very big on boundaries and taking charge and taking control of their life and creating stability for themselves so that they can then give that stability as well to others. So this person is now working on standing in their power. This person is working on building their ambitions, taking control of their life, building on their rationality, building on their structure, wanting to deal with, you know, their self-control, their discipline, their success. This person is stepping into courage. They're building on their inner strength. They're dealing with a lot of their past convictions that they had about themselves. And this person I'm hearing is also spending a lot of time alone, and they're really developing their insight and awareness towards you and the connection. And it's through this is where this person has been able to gain that new perspective and enlightenment on you and what you had to offer. This person is spending a lot of time rethinking and building on their approach and dealing with their deception, as well as a lot of their distorted traits that they had before. Because they know now if they come back to you, they need to come to you with a light bag. They can't come to you with the same energy that they were bringing before. They have to step into their power and create and manifest this change for you, the connection, themselves. So this person is basically going through a cycle of purging and cutting out things that are no longer serving them the purpose. So this person realizes now that a lot of them were really burdened and they're just tired of the responsibilities and having to take care of everybody. So let's see what they're going to actually do. So they're feeling like they need to release this burden basically to like come up with a better plan in terms of manifesting this new beginning. Because I hear for a lot of them, they have a lot of responsibility. So again, the Page of Cups, the Seven of Cups, and the Magician. So it's a progression. So this person basically is going to be, they were in this period, right, where with this burden, it led to a lot of unhappy times. So a lot of emotional immaturity, a lot of insecurity, a lot of disappointment. But through this experience, this person is now recognizing that in order for them to better build on this new beginning, I just realized this wasn't in shots, so I want to make sure you guys are seeing this all. So with this, basically, this person is recognizing that in order for them to basically manifest this new beginning, it starts with them basically releasing a lot of those toxic traits that they had. So this is where this person is going to recognize that they need to deal with a lot of their life purpose. So a lot of them are going to be spending a lot of time thinking about their choices, their decisions, their priorities, getting things in order, searching for their purpose, building partnerships, building connections, working on self, releasing the illusion of the mask, dealing with a lot of envy and jealousy, dealing on how to stand in their power, working on their finances. This person right now is juggling a lot of things and they're trying to work on how to get back with you as well too. So this person I'm hearing as well is working on and they're watching a lot of videos in terms of self-development as well as self-help. So this person is literally, because this person is literally figuring out how to adjust themselves and how to heal, how to work on themselves. So some of them could even be going to counseling to address a lot of the reason why they were wearing this mask and why they were afraid to basically show you the real them. But they want to let go of the deception, the lies, the envy, the deceit. They want to recognize as well that they want to grow something with you, and they want to be stable to show you that they are in control of themselves and their life. So this is where this person is now in their manifestation vortex as the magician. So you really could be dealing with someone who is a master manifester or just has very strong manifestation abilities. I feel like you as well do have that too. This is definitely somebody I feel like I'm channeling for a counterpart. So this person is now trying to step into their manifestation vortex where they're able to manifest this new beginning, right? Because I feel like they already went through some sort of, like they had a choice. So I feel like they've now realized that they need to release the baggage. And so this is where now this person is working on building their willpower, working on their mastery, dealing with adaptation for things that might come their way. So they might try to, like, one day they might try to juggle their finances. Next day they might try to tackle a lot of their insecurities. The next day they might be dealing with their addictions and vices. So this person is now trying to actively manifest using the elements, because I'm noticing here that this person has a wand, this person has a wand here. So this is definitely some sort of counterpart. Magician, emperor, right? I can relate to this because my person also has the same, because I'm a high priestess, so they are the emperor, the magician, right? So this is where this person is now using all the tools in their toolbox to manifest this new beginning, because they want to be fair to you. They want to have an equal give and take connection towards you and, you know, where you're concerned. So let us now get some love messages from this person to you, pile number 3, and then the last piece of advice, and then we're going to take it over to the extended. So you are the jewel, even though you may not see it. What you consider imperfect is an illusion. Even in darkness, you shine eternally bright. So this person is saying that even though right now this connection or they are not able to express that to you, they want you to know that you are a jewel. And at first, right, this person didn't recognize what you had to offer. They were running from love, but now they know that it's you that is allowing them or giving them the strength, basically, to move forward and become the man or woman that you need them to be. So it says, you are an angel of light. Before you, I surrender past and future. All that matters in this moment, my heart is transformed every time you are near. So this person feels an intense amount of pull towards you. And so because of this, this is what is motivating them, as I mentioned, to transform and change. So let us get the last piece of advice for the guides for pile number 3, please. And then we're going to take it over to the extended. So we have loss and we have celebration. So this person knows that something in their life needs to end in order for them to have a new beginning where they're going to be free of a lot of what they were experiencing before. But it's going to be a challenge, but this is also going to be a new challenge into the new chapter that they're starting in. So it's all about challenges that are good versus challenges that were bad in the past. So releasing the negativity in order to work on new challenges that are going to bring a lot of abundance, happiness, and room and for celebration and for rewards. So let's read card number 5 and then 14, and then I'm going to take it to the extended. So we have loss, healer guide, sorrow, depression, grief, and regret. You may be entering or experiencing a period of loss, regret, disappointment, pain, and perhaps even grief. These feelings may have arisen from present painful circumstances, or they might be the result of surfacing or unsuppressed or unprocessed loss from the past. Whether caused by something in the past or present, your heart is ready to unburden the pain and your soul is ready to grow from these experiences. Your healer guides are present to assist you in your healing through these difficult times. These soothing helpers assure you that the present pain will transform into learning. This too shall pass. Your joy will be returned. Ask your healer guides to help lift your heart and turn your loss and pain over to their loving care. Trust their counsel as you urge you to call on grief counselor, as we talked about. So this person might be getting counselor. So trust their counsel as they urge you to call a grief counselor, seek a healing massage, or pick up a book that will assist you with your current situation. Their message: seek sources for help. So this person right now is going and looking for people that can help them to overcome a lot of their issues. And I feel like if this is your counterpart, you yourself are doing the same to deal with a lot of this pain and wounding that you experienced in the past. Because you're recognizing now, and so is this person, that the burden is too heavy. So you need to release the past in order to embark on this new chapter of this new beginning of celebration with the both of you that is waiting for both. And I'm noticing here in the picture as well that there are spirit babies up here. So a lot of you guys are actually going to have children together. I'm noticing the couple here is married, and both of them are abundant. There's a lot of flowers, fruit, stuff like that as well in the photo. So it's like when you work on this past healing, this is where you guys are going to be able to reap the benefits of your rewards. So there's spirit babies that are now waiting to come in. You guys are going to be able to get married, have that fulfilling life together, and there's going to be a lot of abundance that both of you guys are going to share, and happiness essentially. So let's read card number 14. So it says alignment, harvest, bonding, marriage. You are entering a period of great expansion and celebration. Your joy guides are at hand, ushering you into the season of abundant celebration and hospitality. You're loved, accepted, and trusted by those around you. This is a time when life gives back to you. You may become engaged or get married or receive a promotion, land a deal, or just get a long-awaited lucky break. Whatever your desire, your joy guides are urging you to prepare for it because it's surely coming. Realize that life's tides turn your way. The soon-to-be realized positive flow of events isn't just a fluke or by accident, or just the luck of the draw. Rather, it's a natural outcome of your wavering efforts and commitment to your dreams and goals. Your joy guide's message: plan for the party. You'll soon have reason to celebrate. So Spirit is saying for a lot of you, there's so much that's waiting in store for you and this person. I'm actually really happy for you guys, pile number 3. This is amazing. And so you guys are going to be reaping a lot of rewards in terms of all of your efforts, your past work, your hardships. It's not in vain. It's going to be able to ground this new beginning for both you and your person. And remember, Divine Feminines watching, if you are the feminine energy watching this, which is more of the intuitive twin, you are grounding the energies for this person. So when you work on this, so you getting help, dealing with your demons, dealing with a lot of things, insecurities, pains, loss. A lot of you guys have family issues that still need to be resolved, traumas that are still there. When you work on that, that's where you're going to get this, right? So now we're going to take this pile number 3 over to the extended, where I'm going to be finding out this person's next actions towards you, as well as we're going to get some dates and themes for your reading, as well as advice from the guides. So thank you so much for joining me. And if you're able to, we'll take this now to the extended. I thank you guys so much for your likes, comments, and shares and subscribes. And I'm sending all of you guys lots of love and light. Take care.